You know, one of the saddest things in sports is when you have a favorite team, and for years they were championship material. They were always going to the playoffs. They were always going to the postseason. And then, out of the blue, they start sucking 1 year. They start sucking 2 years. And then it's a decade. Maybe two. This is the story of Detroit Lions. At least in my mind. The question is, why have the Detroit Lions been so horrible in the National Football League? You know, the Detroit Lions are one of the oldest teams in the NFL, and they have a long history of futility and disappointment. I mean, really, despite having some talented players and coaches over the past couple of years, the team has consistently struggled to win games and make it to the playoffs. One of the main reasons for the team's struggles is the poor performance of the ownership. The Lions have had a revolving door of ownership over the years, with many of the owners lacking the resources and the commitments necessary to build a winning team. And that's sad. That's very, very sad for a sports city like Detroit. Another factor contributing to the team's struggles is the poor record in the NFL draft. They don't know how to make great picks, and they don't know how to pick well, period. I mean, defensively, offensively, they don't know what the hell they want, or they don't pick the right player for each of their needs. Or at least they think they know what they're doing, but they really don't know shit. I mean, the Lions had a history of drafting players that never panned out, and they've also traded away draft picks for players that didn't live up to the expectations that they wanted. This has resulted in a lack of talent and depth on the team. It makes it so difficult for them to compete with other teams in the league, especially in their division, which is highly playoff material. The team's poor record in the NFL has also been compounded by a lack of stability at the head coaching position. Over the years, they've gotten coach after coach after coach. They either get a defensive coach or they get an offensive coach the next year, or they get a defensive coach or another offensive coach. Right now, the coach that they have is actually pretty out there. Who knows? At least that's how I see it. The Lions have had a number of coaches over the years, many of whom have been unable to turn the team around and make it to the playoffs. This resulted in a lack of consistency and continuity within the team, making it difficult for the team to establish a winning culture, to improve the next year on what they had done the previous year. Because how do you improve on crap? You just get crappier. Well, despite this challenges, the Lions have a dedicated fan base, which is great. They've stuck with the team through thick and thin, which is something that a loyal base should be doing. While the team may have struggled in recent years, there is always hope for the future. With the right ownership, coaching, and player, the Detroit Lions can go back to those 90s Detroit Lion teams with Sanders and have a winning culture again. Unless they keep at it the way they're going. And they're never going back to the playoffs. Oh no! What do you think? Do you think that NFL should maybe strip the ownership? Maybe the ownership needs to get some type of management system that actually can work, an outside consulting organization that can come in and tell you, hey, you know what? Let's get a new general manager. Let's get a new head coach. When we get that established new head coach, let's get these picks, have them have a blueprint for what they need for the next 4 or 5 years. Stick to the blueprint or the master plan and be confident with what you have and what you will do in the next couple of years. At least that's what the Detroit Lions need. I don't know about you guys, but they need some help, and they need a lot of help. Get 2, 3, 4 consulting management groups. Do it now. Let me know what you think about the Detroit Lions and their crappy array of years. Let me know in the comment area what you think.